Never thought the two people I loved most would end up loving each other instead. My husband. And my best friend. It sounds impossible, doesn't it? Like something that only happens in stories, not in real life. But it happened to me. The night they met was supposed to be special. Laughter. Wine. A little celebration for my birthday. But that night, I saw something I couldn't unsee. A spark. A look that lasted too long. And a silence that said more than any words ever could. At first, I told myself I was imagining things. He was my husband. And Noah, my best friend, the one I trusted with everything. But little by little, they started to drift closer. And I started to fade out of my own life. And when the truth finally came out, it didn't just break my marriage. It broke me. They say betrayal feels like being stabbed in the back. But for me, it felt quieter than that. It felt like a slow fade. Like watching the people you love drift toward each other, while you slowly disappear between them. My name is Evelyn. And this is the story of how I lost both my best friend and my husband. To each other. I still remember the night they met. It was my birthday. I had spent hours preparing, candles, music. A homemade cake that collapsed halfway through baking. But I didn't care. Because for once, my two favorite people were finally going to be in the same room. Daniel, my husband. And Noah, my best friend since college. Noah was everything you could want in a friend. He was the one who held me when I cried after my father's funeral. The one who made me laugh until I forgot what sadness felt like. He was openly gay, confident about it, proud even, and Daniel never seemed to mind. Or at least, that's what I thought. That night, when Noah walked in, I saw something shift. Daniel's usual polite smile turned into something softer. And Noah's eyes lingered a little too long when they shook hands. I brushed it off, told myself I was imagining things. After all, Daniel was my husband. My forever. But sometimes, forever ends quietly. The three of us laughed, drank wine, told old stories. It felt easy. Natural. Until it didn't. At one point, Noah told a story about me. One of those embarrassing college memories. And Daniel laughed harder than I'd ever seen him laugh before. Their eyes met across the table. And for a moment, it was like I wasn't even there. Just a flicker. Just a glance. But it stayed with me. The next morning, Daniel couldn't stop talking about him. He's funny, he said. You never told me he was that smart. I smiled, pretending it didn't sting. Because that's what you do when you trust people. You tell yourself it's nothing. Weeks went by. They started texting, at first in group chats, then separately. Noah would mention Daniel casually in conversation. Oh, Daniel sent me this meme. Or, Daniel said I should try that new restaurant downtown. It started small. But small things have a way of growing. I remember one afternoon. Daniel was in the kitchen, phone in hand, smiling at something. When he saw me, he quickly locked the screen. Who was that? I asked, trying to sound casual. He hesitated. Then said, just work stuff. But later, when I picked up his phone to set the alarm, I saw Noah's name glowing on the screen. A message preview. Last night was amazing. Can't stop thinking about it. After Daniel's confession, something inside me went silent. Not broken, just numb. Like my emotions had shut down to keep me alive. He didn't say he loved Noah. He didn't say he didn't either. He just stared at the floor and whispered, I didn't mean for it to happen. The words echoed in my head for days. Didn't mean for it to happen. As if love was a storm that just blew through him. As if I hadn't been standing right there, watching it form. I didn't tell Noah I knew. Not yet. I needed to see what kind of friend he still was. If any part of what we had was still real. He called me 2 days later. His voice was calm, too calm. Eve, can we talk? I almost hung up. But curiosity is cruel. It makes you chase pain just to prove it's real. We met at our favorite cafe, the one where we used to plan trips we'd never take. When I saw him, he looked nervous, almost guilty. He started with small talk. The weather. His job. Then, finally, he said it. There's something I need to tell you. I didn't mean for it to happen, he said, the same words Daniel used. The exact same words. And in that moment, I realized. They had practiced their guilt together. I stared at him, holding back tears. How long? He looked down. 2 months. 2 months. That meant it started the same week Daniel forgot our anniversary dinner. The same week Noah stopped answering my calls at night. It all made sense now. Every silence. Every excuse. Every half smile. I whispered. You were the one person I thought would never hurt me. He reached out across the table. Evelyn, I didn't plan this. I swear. It just happened. I pulled my hand away. Stop saying that. Love doesn't just happen. You made a choice. Both of you did. He started crying. But I couldn't comfort him. Not this time. Because his tears felt like a performance for a part one never agreed to play. That night, I came home and packed a small bag. Daniel tried to stop me. Where are you going? I didn't answer. Because I didn't know him that anymore. I just said, stay with Noah. You already do, don't you? He didn't deny it. He just lowered his head. I left. For weeks, I stayed with my sister in another town. Every night, I'd lie awake and wonder if they were together. If they were happy. If I had been the mistake all along. But slowly, the pain started to change shape. It stopped being sharp and became heavy. Like a stone I could finally carry. One evening, I went for a walk. The sky was turning pink. And for the first time in months, I felt something close to peace. That's when I saw Noah again. Thanks for watching. For more, like and subscribe.